recording sound or video?
It's recording sound.
All of it.
The green light would be on if we were recording sound
Oh, didn't know that.
and video.
And we can't record that and that at the same time.
Yeah, so is everybody gonna be in on this one then?
Yeah?
So,
I'm just making sure. You guys can go ahead and start. I'm just making sure this is up.
so wait, what's the name of our podcast?
Epic podcast.
No, I thought we have like a name for like teenagers on what?
Teenagers on the View. Or something like that.
Teenagers on life.
On life.
So, here we are, Eric, Zach, and Paul. We're at the we're doing the Teenagers on Life podcast where we talk about general issues in life, news, and all that happy stuff. Well, they're right there. So, yeah, here's Zach with our daily stupid thing to say.
Paul sucks.
And that wasn't a
just
stupid
for
thing.
all you viewers out there, just so you know. Oh, dumb thing.
Yeah, you're supposed to say a dumb thing, not an awesome thing.
I'm here.
Paul's awesome.
Eric's here. He's looking on the computer right now.
Mm-hmm.
You should find us some news.
I'll do that.
Alright. So.
There's the internet.
Okay, so now Eric agrees with me that Zach pisses us off when he is sitting down.
I agree, I have to say. Zach, do you agree?
No, I think you guys are being weak.
There's nobody else in the world like you, Zach. You should be honored. You're the only one that pisses me off when you sit down.
Do you mean it?
I mean it.
So if Mason came down
And like right now you're making noise
if
by...
Mason sat right here, would it piss you off?
No. You want to know
Look
why?
at this.
Because he would never do that, because he doesn't do that kind of stuff. But see, you're making noise right now. Every time you do your little fidget, it makes noise.
Hold still, Zach.
So here we are on news.
That close to me.
Stylish and supportive.
Wait,
That's not news. Hold on. Talking for a second. Talk about Riker and Mason's fetish with each other.
Well, we think that Riker...
of course, Paul's no licensed expert, but here's his in person.
I haven't had a stalker since 8th grade.
Mm-hmm. That he knows of. But never mind, we'll get to that later.
Well, Zach has a new stalker that he never got rid of. He's just lying to me about it. It's that Elmo kid that he can't say, I hate you to, because he's too sensitive.
Who?
This Elmo kid.
Elmo.
That's what Zach calls him. He calls him Elmo.
Elmo.
Go to, yeah. World news.
I know it, Paul.
So
Back
let's
off my
talk about the
case.
Gaza Strip.
Just so we don't get any outside noise.
There's been stuff happening in the Gaza Strip lately.
Like?
People dying.
Oh, wow. It's been going on for
well, like,
the last 2,000
No,
years.
the violence just happened up again. Hamas is behind it all, I guess. Like, the prisoner exchanges might have brought it up,
Okay, got
they're
one.
saying.
Prisoner
Bieber?
exchanges?
Yeah, they got one Israeli guy for like 3,000 Palestinians.
I got one. Okay. Justin Bieber says no truth to sex allegations. He is not a father.
So he had sex with like this 20-year-old woman, wasn't it?
I don't know. I'm about
Well-
to read it and figure it out.
He might have had sex with this 20-year-old
Shut up,
woman.
Paul. We're gonna use a different word. Okay.
Shem-
While promoting his upcoming Christmas album, the teen pop star tells Today that he did not father a woman's 3-month-old baby.
No. Things people will say for money is just disgusting.
I like this website. It's got interesting Let's go to the home of the scoop.
Oh, so I was
So what do you think about Justin Bieber having a baby?
He's not a real man, so I don't think we have to worry.
Oh, snap.
Well, I think that if it was possible for him to have a baby. Yeah. Enough
Paul?
said. Enough said.
No. This is
Enough said.
very
Enough
interesting.
said. Enough
You-
said.
I think I speak for all of us when I say, Paul, please continue on that path.
You know what? I think I speak for the rest of the nation when I say enough said. They don't want to hear about Justin Bieber.
All the girls do.
Are they? Are
Okay, are
So.
August babies destined to a life of disadvantages?
Yes. This isn't news. We've known this forever.
I was born in August.
And look at you now. No, just kidding, Eric.
I'm the one holding the spray can here, guys.
Yeah, he's trying to poison us all with deadly dust remover that is causing Zach to have asthma in 10 years. I guess asthma somehow grows on you. It just like happens. It
happens. It grows on you.
Well, you grow out of asthma, I guess. But
You can also
Zach,
grow into it.
but for Zach, he grows into stuff like that.
So we need news because Paul's thoughts, because just sitting here listening to Paul's thoughts,
Just
it's getting really lonely, so to speak. Just
Yeah,
Paul
what
and
do
his
y'all who
thoughts.
answers?
I don't see anybody else
What do
talking.
y'all who answers to give us some info about stuff? Okay,
Without me, this podcast would just be death.
pretty much.
I know, but
It's true.
we're running out of thoughts. Give us another thought.
Okay.
What do you think about government bailouts?
You know what? I think that
How do you feel about what's her name not being in Transformers 3? That's
Megan
a very
Fox.
I heard she was a big, mean person
an
too.
ogre.
No, she wouldn't like lose some weight. Okay, I'll figure this out.
No, I heard she was a big mean person to work with,
Okay.
and
She's an
like,
ogre.
and nobody wanted to hire her back.
Wasn't Megan Fox in Transformers 3.
No, not this debate. We're opening up a whole new box here.
Michael Bay talks about Megan Fox being fired from Transformers 3.
I think it's because she was a
Okay,
big.
before we
It's
look
because
at
she's
it,
Megan Fox.
before we look at it,
Does she-
why do you think she got fired? What do you guys think?
I
Just
think
guess.
her personality sums it all up. I'd fire her too. I wouldn't let her on Transformers 1.
Well, like I'm saying, she
Is an
probably
ogre?
was a big ogre, like really mean to everybody else.
Because of Hitler comment.
What?
That's
What?
ridiculous.
So like it would get bad press for the movie then? Is that what they're saying?
Let
So-
me find out real quick.
She's an alleged Nazi or something?
I think she talked about how Hitler.
Oh,
Was-
she's saying the Nazis are bad. Oh, very
Yeah.
controversial there.
Yeah, no.
Oh well, whoever cares if she's a Nazi, she's one hot Nazi.
Oh yeah. Oh, today, I'd like to put this vote out
Wait,
here.
what were you?
Are
agreeing
we gonna
to,
get
Paul?
like a website for this?
Paul,
Eric?
oh yeah, what?
Probably not.
Are you disappointed?
One
Personally, from a
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not disappointed at all. I never really
second. What,
dig
Mom?
her. I mean, they
Like,
they had just a just as hot girl on there. She was a Playboy.
the new one?
Yeah, the new girl's a Playboy.
Seriously?
Yeah, she is.
She is?
I'm
She's
pretty
an
sure.
ogre too?
Megan Fox wasn't a Playboy,
No.
but
Most of them are ogres.
yeah, I guess you
I
could
think,
say that.
I think that's part of the resume. Are you an ogre, so to speak?
Here. Yeah, I guess so.
Well.
So
that
this
Eric's
dust
gone and
remover-
isn't looking up at anything. What? Well, now that you're here, you can look up stuff and we can have something to think about.
Yeah.
'Cause
Did
there's
you
just-
hear about Gmail's new look?
Tell us
No.
about it.
What about YouTube? They got let me show you this. YouTube got a new upload service and I hate it. I like the old one much better. The old one's a lot simpler. This one like makes it look more simpler, but if you're used to using the old version, this one really doesn't fit you very well. It's like you gotta do this. Well, I can show you a different time. But yeah. Let's get some news. CNBC.com. I hope this isn't a porn website.
No, it's not.
CNBC.com, don't worry. I think they're a respectable name.
Better be.
Greek leaders strike deal for a new coalition government. Can you look at that?
Wow, that looks really boring. Let's look for something else.
It's kind of boring. Apps save money. Let's go and look at this.
Well, yeah, because
Apps cost money too, so.
yeah, but if you buy like a
Plus,
shopping
you have
list
to have
one,
an iPhone.
If they weren't there in the first place, we wouldn't spend any money on them in the first place. So then therefore.
hey Zach, and if here, hold this. If you know shopping list apps now, well, you use paper for those, and that's spending money, more money than the app cost.
That's actually what this article says. It says there are a number of smartphone applications that can help you to recognize your shopping, track your spending, and let you know that you're walking away from the best deal available.
Yeah, and besides, the price of sticky notes is just through the roof with this economy.
Well, that guy's wanted by the FBI. He's pretty ugly. Okay.
That's a crime in itself, right there.
Moving on. I looked at this article yesterday on MSN.com of most overpaid actors and actresses, and they based it off of how much their movie made in the box office compared to how much the budget was and how much they were getting paid. And Eddie Murphy was the top overpaid actor.
Yeah, I don't like Eddie Murphy
because he was paid a bunch of money, and he only returns $1.67 for every movie made. With movies in him. The last movie he made only brought in $16 million, and the budget was $17 million.
Wow.
So we have a knock at the door.
Yeah. Be back.
Okay. We'll be back.
Interesting sentence starters.
Well, I don't know. What's Eric looking up?
What are we looking up now?
Interesting topics. Okay, talk about who do you guys think the new president's gonna be?
The new president?
I hope it's the guy, Rick Perry, because I think he looks like the next. He could be the next James Bond. I'm sorry. Rick Perry. Look him up. I think he has that James Bond look to him.
Well, as you know, I am the James Bond aficionado. I own every single DVD except for one or two, and I have the James Bond book, multiple books. Okay. Rick, it's getting laggy. Rick Perry.
So everyone here has seen The Dark Knight, right?
Yeah, that's a great movie.
And how Batman Begins, right? You've all seen it?
Mm-hmm.
That guy looks like James Bond.
Oh no, that's totally.
That guy looks like James Bond's worst enemy. You know they're making a third Batman? The third and final one?
Oh no, I didn't. What's it on? Who's the main character?
Batman.
Well, I mean, you all know nobody cares about Batman.
Oh, I think it's Catwoman and Bane. So wait, what's it called? Oh, I know what it's called.
Catwoman's been in him before.
Yeah, because in the new video game Arkham City.
They've got Two-Face and
Did
Catwoman.
you get that, by the way?
Arkham City?
Yeah.
No, I want to though.
Didn't you really like Arkham Asylum?
I like the demo we played.
Super better. I've heard this is
Arkham City.
It's super great.
It seems like a really weird plot, but
I heard it does some things not as good and some things way good.
Drew back a little and improved. I don't know. It seems like a weird plot, but I'm not judging. Anyway, what's it called? Rise of the Dark Knight? Something like that.
Oh, that's... No,
Batman 3.
Why would that be the last one? Wouldn't that be
They don't want to make
one?
a fourth one.
Rise of the Dark Knight?
Because
wouldn't that
something
have gone
like
before the Dark Knight?
No, I think Batman Begins would go before that.
Yeah.
But I think... I don't know why they didn't come up with
The Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises, that's it, yeah.
2012. It says it's coming out.
In production.
What was I saying forever? Oh, that's pretty interesting. I like that.
Wow, it's got a good cover.
Okay. Laggy website. There is no. So you guys excited for Modern Warfare 3?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll get it yet. Until I see the reviews.
Voting begins.
I heard my brother told me he pre-ordered it, but I'm not believing him yet until it shows up at my house or he goes and gets it. So we'll just wait.
We're gonna watch the trailer now. That's pretty cool.
If you make yourself more than just a man.
Do you know what year it said?
Oh, it's coming out in 2012. I think it's...
If you devote yourself to an ideal,
what movie is the movie set in?
then you become something else entirely.
The next year, I think
A
it's
legend,
year
a
after.
story,
The last
a
one.
legend.
Now,
We were in this together. And then you're gone. None is evil.
I personally don't think we'll ever be able to top the last one.
To Batman, has to come back.
Second
What if he doesn't exist anymore? She must.
It's like Inception. Dark Knight Rises. Oh, dude, kick his butt.
They're both exhausted.
One thing, I never really liked about the Batmans was that doesn't Batman always seem really cheesy? He seems like he's a great comic book character, but himself doesn't really translate to movie that well. Like big suit, he's supposed to be kind of dark and gruffy, and nobody can really put that because he always sounds like I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Well,
I just hate
I
you.
have never personally read any of those comic books or any really comic books for that matter.
I have
Because
I've read a
I
couple.
just thought they would be boring and dumb. But anybody excited for the Avengers movie?
Oh yeah, dude, that's gonna be awesome.
With all the Avengers in it, right?
Yep.
I
all
don't
the
know if it
Avengers.
has all of
Yeah.
them.
Well, a lot, like Iron Man, you know.
It has
Should
Iron
have the
Man,
main
Captain
one.
America.
Should have the main ones.
Hulk.
I don't think Batman is a, no.
No.
not an
Batman's
Avenger.
not an
Duh.
Avenger.
The
Of course
Hulk.
not.
The Hulk is.
going to
They're
be.
different comic series, I think.
Yeah, and they're making the new Spider-Man, so Spider-Man's gonna be
Yeah,
in it.
he has to be. They have to remake those movies. I think they did a terrible job with those.
The first time.
Yes.
I don't think the second ones are gonna be any better.
Oh, GameSpot's fun.
I hate GameSpot.
I like.
IGN's way better. So,
Okay,
so me and Zach, we own an Xbox, right?
Yes.
And I also own a Wii. I'm the only one out of us that owns
No,
a Wii.
I own one too.
Oh, you have one?
Mhm.
Oh, I have a Wii. I've had it forever. It's like falling apart.
I
And
thought they were wasting money.
you probably didn't think that when they first came out.
I never saw one when they first came out. Actually, nobody I knew got one.
Yeah, and so we're kind of into video games a little bit. So, what do you guys think of Drake's Revenge, or whatever they're calling it?
Oh,
Drake's Revenge.
Drake's Deception.
Drake's Deception.
I think it looks freaking amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Personally.
The cinematics in it look great. Have you seen it, Zach?
No, never.
And they're doing a wonderful job. If you look at the comparisons between like how he looked at the beginning of his Avengers, we're talking about Uncharted 3 and Uncharted series.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 3 is exclusive, but yeah. I like they did a side by side comparison on this guy's blog, and he's actually aging throughout the stuff.
Throughout the video game.
Yeah,
He's
throughout
aging?
throughout the video games, but they think the old guy is actually getting younger. I don't get it, but
So is it kind of like a reverse one? Is this the last one they're making? I don't know.
this is gonna be probably one of the last ones. Yeah.
Have you played them?
Oh no. I've seen.
So these are.
I heard the 3D's amazing.
It's PlayStation exclusive, right?
Yeah, it's a PlayStation exclusive.
There's not very many of those.
Actually, there's a lot. They're just unknown, really.
Yeah, because
Not very major label games, right?
It's just the PlayStation Network exclusives, really. We have like Resistance, Uncharted, and all those great SOCOM. They're great. Sony writes the greatest stories. They write really good stories. Like Uncharted 3 has a wonderful story. You actually get
Well,
connected.
you can say that for both games. That I wouldn't really base games on, because Sony isn't the maker; it's the company that makes the games. So,
Well, it's Sony Computer Entertainment that made it, but
still, you know what I mean.
yeah, they own the
It's
company
the
that
game
makes it.
developer.
Yeah. But they write great stories, and like Resistance 3, I heard it was great, and of course they have really good 3D for their games because there's the first console that actually does 3D stuff. So
I personally think 3D is gonna die out.
I don't know because everything's getting really good in 3D now.
Because like everything dies eventually, and
Well,
Oh wow, they're bringing back
Blu-ray
some old
died
stuff.
surprisingly fast. I think.
Oh,
I
So,
think
yeah.
there's
I think they're
always
selling
gonna be
everything in
people
Blu-ray
that
now.
like 3D,
They're-
even though it won't be
it's
mainstream.
cheap now. It went down in price a lot, but they're still doing everything in Blu-ray.
Well, yeah, but you know how Blu-ray was like super duper amazing when it first came out. Like DVDs when they first came out, they were like the thing for a really long time. Blu-ray was like the thing for like a year, and then it like stopped, kind of, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Now it's just Blu-rays
It's Blu-ray combo
it's
packs.
just Blu-ray. You know, it's not Blu-ray. It's Blu-ray. DVDs.
It's always been Blu-ray to me.
Oh, I just twitched because that was weird.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the exact the beginning level. It looks like, at least this is how it looks like in the trailer. It looks like it's the exact opposite of the train level on Uncharted
Of
2.
the what? What is this called?
The first level, I'm pretty sure.
No, what's that word right there?
Trailer.
You can't say it funny. It's okay. Whoa, did you just take that gun out of that?
No, you couldn't see the hand until we
Yeah,
took the gun.
but I'm just... So it's the exact opposite, because in Uncharted 2, it was a snow level, as pretty much some people remember, and you climb up the train and stuff like that.
I think I remember that.
And it's great cinematics. Everything's moving around you. It's not like the world's like still.
Movie.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Is like when the cutscenes are like you're watching a movie. It's not like this is an actual game cutscene, you know, and like the graphics. That's the best thing I've heard about. Is the graphics are just like the best thing ever.
So now if we go to Uncharted 1 and see the old guy that just came up, Sully. Yeah, he looks way older in the first game.
Is Sully like that way cool? The cool guy with the scar and the accent.
Yeah.
I like Sully.
Yeah. So, I think Sully's pretty cool also.
PlayStation 4 officially confirmed plus release date.
Really? Put it closer.
Uncharted, Ratchet and Clank, Gears of War, God of War. It's just been a brilliant generation so far. Now, I know a lot of people are interested about the next generation of gaming. You know, the PlayStation 4, Xbox 3, 720, whatever you want to call it. So, the PlayStation 4, we all know, is in development right now. Sony are working on it, and Microsoft are obviously working on their new console. But, it seems like the new information about the PlayStation 4 has accidentally been released by Sony, and this means that we might have a release date of the PlayStation 4, and that it's been confirmed. So, looking at the Australian Game Informer episode 9, it says that developers are working on the PlayStation 4. Now, this is interesting because developers are working on PlayStation 4. We'll assume that these are games right now, which means that these are going to be launch title games. And launch title games usually takes around 2 years to develop. And guess what this means? Launch title games come out exactly the same time as the new console does, which means that the PlayStation 4 will be probably releasing in 2012 to 2014. And this is pretty accurate information if you ask me. It's a pretty reliable source, and I think that we are going to see a new console within that time period. Now, I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. Are you ready for the new PlayStation 4? Or do you reckon that the PlayStation 3 is to stick around for a little bit longer? Let me know in the comments below. This has been Starting Mandarin. I'll see you guys later.
Okay, it's too young. It's too young to not stick around.
Well,
because
look at this. 2010. It's BS. It's bunk.
Oh well, okay.
Just trying to get a lot of reviews.
Yeah, then that's dumb, horrible. But well, it's way too early in the PS3's lifespan to kick it out because PlayStation 2, they're still selling them, and they don't even really make games anymore for them. We just had Madden 12 came out for the PlayStation 2, and my PlayStation 2 I still have, but the drivers totally messed up. The games work terribly.
My PlayStation 1.
What a money grab.
Like the PlayStation 1, it always seemed to me like that. Everybody I know that's had a PlayStation 1, their system eventually crashed and never came back. Like it's one of those things that you have to send it in, and it's worth. It costs more to fix it than it does to just buy a new one. So.
Well, yeah, my PlayStation 2 still works, but I'm not happy with the driver. But now they're like $50 at Fun Unlimited, which is a store here where we live. But yeah. Comments? Oh, have you guys heard about the new PlayStation Vita?
I've heard of it.
It's the brand new console. It's a brand new handheld coming out for Sony. It's supposed to be amazing. They have like 20 release titles coming out with it.
Isn't that what they've like said about everyone and pretty much all of them, except for the PSP that first came out? That did way great for a while. But the new PSP Go, is that what it is called?
It's discontinued now.
Yeah, that one
Go.
was. I heard that was junk.
But this is not even under the PSP name anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's the PlayStation Vita, which I guess in Japanese means new life.
I think Xbox would do a great job of making a handheld.
Xbox handheld, huh?
Yeah, I think that'd be great. You can go to a guy. I can't. What? They don't have a pause button. Really? Oh, it's because it's an advertisement. Lost my train of thought. There's a guy that like his job is what he does is he takes like systems and he modifies them. He's a modder, you know, and he'll take a PlayStation and he'll turn it into a PlayStation. I hit the pause button. You guys are like glued to the screen. And and like he'll take a PlayStation and he'll handheld version of it, just like with a disc like system, like you hold the disc system and it spins it and it's like a TV hooked up to it. It looks really awesome actually.
Well, I think this is breaking news. Someone paid $1,723 for an early Modern Warfare 3 copy.
And just so you know, that was a fail by Zach. He almost said $175.
Yeah, it was a fail by you too. $1,725.
No, I'm saying that's what he was about to say though. He was like 100.
But I recovered.
He said 1,723. That's what he said.
Oh no, I thought he was saying.
I could go back and use it, and you said it wrong too. That was pretty funny. I don't know if you meant to say it wrong or not though.
I didn't mean.
Because
I thought that's what he
either
said.
really rich or he's a big nerd.
Yeah. I want.
I think he's a big nerd. Those nerds, they have jobs just to spend on games. Like they try and get the cheapest apartments.
The cheapest apartments.
Yeah, so they can spend
all
their
need
money.
Is a room with the computer
and a TV
and
screen.
An Xbox, yeah.
Because they have to use computer monitors because it makes your gameplay better. Because you.
And how many rooms does that take up?
One.
Yep, and you don't need any windows.
The less windows, the better.
Well, I was watching 1,000 Ways to Die.
Windows 7?
I was watching 1,000 Ways to Die, and the guy died because he sat down for like 3 days and never got up.
Was this in Korea?
No, it was in the United States.
Oh, but there was a guy that he had a seizure because he was playing World of Warcraft for like 3 days straight in Korea or something like that,
and he had this guy, he had his he had the pizza like brought to him. He never had to get out of his gamer chair thing, and there was a toilet built into the chair. And finally, when he lost, he stood up, and all the blood clot, it killed him. He passed straight out and died.
Wait, what? All the blood was where?
It just went.
He had a blood clot. In
he
his
had
body
multiple
somewhere.
blood clots.
Because he was sitting down so long?
Yeah.
The girl that broke the record for sitting on a toilet the longest, just keep going right there. The girl that broke the record for sitting on a toilet the longest, what actually happened to her was her butt, like she was sitting on it for so long, her butt fused to the toilet, and they had to come surgically remove her butt from the toilet. Like it started like.
I don't know about that one.
No, it's true. It's in Guinness World Records.
That's weird. But
well, she's
I
definitely
guess
earned
that brings
one.
that theory into it, like that. There's like
There's
10 alternate dimensions, and this is string theorem. Theorem. It's called string theorem.
Okay, keep going on. I'm
Okay,
listening.
let's hear about the string theorem.
We're all ears.
So yeah, there's like supposed to be like 10 different alternate universe, and like if you ask for something, you might get it. Like, well, of course you do get it in yours, but in these other universes, you get all the other drinks possible. In
What game is this in?
it's not a game.
I know. I'm just kidding. Sorry, Paul.
I'm not. That was hilarious.
The parallel universe theory, right? I've heard of that once or twice.
Who came up with that? It's probably some guy that like was addicted to playing with yarn.
No, it was a black guy.
Obsessed with spitting coffee, smoking a pipe, rolling a ball of yarn through his fingers, just thinking, what would the world be like if there was a lot of
Funny part
strings
is,
holding?
he's probably right.
Yeah.
That's.
Don't tell me you believe in parallel universes.
I do. All the time, dude. There's like 7 million of them.
No,
I
there's
exist
an
in all of
infinite amount. Of course you exist in all.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be parallel.
Yeah, you have to
I exist in all of them.
Yeah.
And there's an infinite amount, right? So
No, I'm the same person in all of them, and I just like walk around. I can change my dimension. I'm gonna change my dimension right now. Pew.
I'm a little concerned.
Me too.
Should we take a medical break for this podcast?
Hello, this is Tanner. Whoa, where'd Eric go?
And that is not how Tanner sounds. He's more like, "Hi, this is Tanner."
Where'd Eric go, guys?
Guys, you started without me.
Where'd Eric go?
Want to have a portal party?
He said, I need some cereal. I need some dry ramen.
Oh. Tanner, did you have cereal? No.
Just impersonate people. And when they watch it, wait a minute, I never did a podcast with you guys. Oh yeah, listen to this.
Oh.
Like seriously, have someone in
Yeah.
person.
So,
Guest speaker,
NBA
Mesa.
lockout.
that's what. Thanks a lot, stupid NBA. You're not making any money because you're on strike.
They want to
Yep.
get paid money.
Did you hear about Qantas?
Qantas? What's that?
It's an airline down in Australia. They're on strike.
I haven't heard of them.
They're on strike, and no flights can really get through. They have to make deals with other airlines to get that flight through.
Isn't it in Switzerland?
It's no Qantas.
Qantas.
Yeah.
Qantas. Oh. Yeah.
It's a New Zealand Australian company. I'm pretty sure.
If any other company in the world pulled the kind of crap that airlines do, they'd be out of business and broke. I just can't stand them.
Yeah, AU is.
Here, wait in our airplane for 3 hours. There's delays, but since you bought with us, it's all okay,
I'm
right?
just showing
There was
you.
some place that just like in Switzerland or New Zealand or something like that just got off strike or something like that.
It might be this Qantas then, because it's just their flight attendants.
No. Well, why can't people strike without a flight attendant? Seriously?
He's gonna bring them coffee.
I don't know.
Plane too.
Well, you go over an ocean if you're coming from anywhere else, and that's what they do. They go. They're like the international flight
I need to
company.
get this chair a lot higher. I can't tell
And
if
Zach's
I'm going
spinning
down
around on a
or if I'm going up.
trolley chair, and that's why he pisses me off. Not right now, but if you saw the video, you would see.
Are
But-
we videoing this?
No.
It's just getting lower and lower.
Then turn it the opposite way.
I've been doing that, and it gets lower.
It's going
and
higher.
It's going higher. Oh.
So, okay, I got a topic we could discuss. So, I am for iPhone. Zach's for Android. What is Paul for? iPhone. iPhone.
I'm an Apple.
Same here. I think everybody should be.
That's how
So,
I know.
Zach, why is an Android so much better than an iPhone?
Well, to start out, it doesn't have a ridiculous half tune-up Apple on the back. Okay, now, first of all, before we get too personal into this, I just want to know, there is... Okay, are we all ready now? There is nothing wrong with an iPod Touch made from Apple.
We're talking about iPhones, but
I know.
Yeah, we're talking
Hold
about
on,
phones
this
here.
is just a disclaimer. I love my iPod Touch with all my heart. I got it a couple years ago at Christmas, and there's nothing wrong with it. With that in mind, Android makes better phones.
No.
Why?
Okay, the
Why?
iPhone 4S, you can talk to it, and it talks back to you.
Oh.
You,
You can do that to
ask it,
Androids.
do I need a umbrella today? And it's like, yes, it will rain. It tells you that, and I have proof of it.
we don't need proof. But
Yeah.
we all believe you, Paul.
I don't. I don't believe
and
you. You're telling a
The,
fib.
the iPhone rarely crashes. I've heard that the Droid crashes because, like, all my brother's older sisters. One thing that the Droid does have is, for what it does, it is pretty cheap compared to the iPhone.
Yeah.
But what it does, it can't do as well as the iPhone. Everything's like half of the quality of the iPhone. Like, we're borrowing a Motorola something that's like the knockoff of the iPad for it, and it's freaking retarded. It's so hard to use. It's not user friendly at all, and it's tough. It's laggy. I don't know. The iPad's just so user friendly. You click the button, you slide the thing, and you're ready to go.
Now think of it this way.
My dad had an Android for like the first year it came out. Like one of the first years that they came out, until he discovered the iPhone, of course. Well, actually he went to BlackBerry and then he went to iPhone. But it crashed. Like,
Give us the
constantly.
abridged version.
He opened up the web browser and it went.
Was
it
this in
just
Michigan?
crashed and frozen. No, it was here.
I haven't had that problem yet.
How much is the Droid plan that you're on?
I have no idea. But listen to this.
The 3G plans are all the
Okay,
same across the...
why would I get an iPod Touch and then get an iPhone? That's
Sell
like
your
two of the
iPod
same
Touch.
things.
Yeah, sell the
No,
iPod Touch.
I love my iPod.
It's the same exact thing with a phone.
Exactly.
The iPhone can do way more.
I don't want to talk into my iPod.
No, you want to talk into your iPhone.
Yeah.
No, I mean, having an iPod Touch and an iPhone, I'd feel dumb.
Zach,
I feel like
You get rid of the iPod Touch.
I
That's
want to
why
get
you-
rid of it though.
You're getting an iPhone. That is an iPod Touch with
I
a
want
phone.
to get rid of it. I like my iPod.
What's so much better about an iPod Touch?
Compared to what?
The iPhone.
I had it first, and it cost less money, and because
No, you're
I would have
trading
got
it.
an iPhone.
Here, Zach, add up the price of your iPod and your Android. I bet it equals an iPhone.
That is true.
Yeah, but we couldn't get an iPhone because we were off the plan.
I'm just
My
saying.
dad's
Zach, you're
company
getting-
was with a different person, and we got
Yeah,
a huge
yeah.
family deal. So it wasn't my choice. It was just the way things happened.
We're just discussing because you said
That it's
you
cheaper
you,
to have
you said why
both.
would I have an iPod and an iPhone, and because it's cheaper to
Yeah.
have an iPod, but with the phone plan included,
Yeah, that's true.
everything.
But I didn't want an iPod and an iPhone. You know,
you
that
get rid
just
of the
fulfilled.
iPod.
I'm not doing that. I'd
why?
rather
Why
just
not?
get an
So
Android.
if you have a choice to get an iPhone, would you? Right now, if I was like,
Hey, you want this
Here.
iPhone?
do you want an iPhone?
I would be
$100.
crazy to say no. No, I don't want an iPhone. Take it and give it to someone else.
So I say trade me your Droid for your iPhone right here, right now. Same plan, same everything. Trade you. What would you do that?
I don't know.
You answer. Okay, so I whip out.
It
I
depends.
whip out my iPhone.
Okay.
Here you go. I'll give you my iPhone right here, right now.
Probably.
Trade me your Droid for it.
A brand new iPhone for an old Droid? Sure.
No.
No,
Let's say
same
they're both
generation.
used.
They're the same thing. They're,
I have
they're
no
the
idea.
Same generations, everything like that. Would you trade?
There's a bigger app store on the
Maybe.
Apple.
I would definitely trade.
I
'cause-
would, but the only problem
But
is
more
I
people
don't.
do go with Apple
That's true.
to build their apps. Like, I think
Apple
it's called
does
the
have better
HP
apps.
touchpad.
Way
It was gonna
better.
be $500.
iTunes.
A better
iTunes
iTunes,
has the
too.
widest selection of everything.
But I'm just saying, like.
But
this
YouTube is better
touchpad-
on the Droid than it is
the-
on the iPod.
the
I don't know
Well,
if they've
it's
changed
the
that with the
iPhone.
iPhone.
This
Yeah, I know.
HP touchpad, they were supposed to have like 100 people making apps from, and they all busted out because the thing was going to cost $500 because of all these apps. So they found out they had
Hmm.
no guys making apps from, and this was an Android tablet. Okay, I'm just letting you know this.
A tablet like the cheap version of the iPad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Except
that's
this one
ridiculous.
was exact
I would
same
not
price
get a
as the
tablet.
iPod. Except this thing was the exact same price as an iPad. It was supposed to be like the direct competitor, just as good and everything. And all the producers were just like, we're not doing this. We're going to iPad. So
iPads are better.
and now they're selling this for $50.
It's a fact. iPads are better.
It's true.
And now
Well,
it's-
okay, I can't put my
So
opinion because
nobody
I haven't
like-
had either of them, but
I-
I'd
I-
rather have an iPad.
I've got
iPads
tablets
are
are one of
right.
the things that I've gone through a lot because my uncle's like gone through pretty much every single one that comes out. He's not rich, but he just buys a lot of crap. And I've played with them all. We've owned an iPad for a while, and we're probably gonna own one soon because my mom's really liking it. But the iPad's just better. The user-friendly fact of the iPad, it makes it a tablet. All the other ones are a computer that they tried to stick into a smaller tablet, which makes it more confusing, complex, laggy. The
But the-
iPad is just an iPad, you know.
But
If we have
the
any
BlackBerry
viewers, they
tablet-
probably are starting to die right
But
now.
the BlackBerry touchpad, it is actually really, really good. Like
Is it like the kind of a little bit smaller one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used that one. That one was really good. It was really fast. That's the thing
Yeah.
I liked about it.
and like it's a way good HD, is it not?
Oh yeah, but the other thing that bugs me about your Droid, no offense, is the touchscreen capabilities of it. It doesn't have the best touchscreen, I think. There was a study done that showed Apple has the highest grade touchscreens, and they've patented you know what I mean. So that nobody else can have that grade of touchscreen. Pretty much, you know, they could do it. They just have to do it a different way. And it's just like, you know, when you touch it, it just like reacts. That's what Riker's phone's doesn't jump though. No offense, Riker.
I
What
always
does Riker have?
He has
gay one.
okay, what?
Because
I'll be back. You guys can talk about his what happened, whatever.
But if I had to pick like a smartphone provider or a tablet provider, I know I just said that I would go be an Apple fanboy. But
Fanboy?
but for the prices and for stuff I want to do. BlackBerry all the way.
Well, you're biased because you're an Apple fanboy, so I don't know if that's a fair comparison.
Zach, BlackBerry is not made by Apple. It's not made by anybody near those two providers.
I know. You're
So
still
if I
biased,
became
though.
a BlackBerry fan, how
You'd
would
hate
I-
Android even more.
Why?
Oh my gosh.
Why would I want an Android? Blackberries are great.
You'd rather have an Android than an Apple. I mean, a BlackBerry than an Apple.
Yeah, I actually would now. I actually would, for the stuff I want to do. I don't want to
Okay.
always play games on it. Or Blackberries, they're nice. Have you ever used one?
Yeah. And
The
I'm
BlackBerry
not. I
Storm
don't.
2?
Yeah. Okay, I haven't used the new one, but
They're
Okay.
nice. They are dang nice.
I do not want a BlackBerry. It's like a little computer, it's like with a teeny little keypad.
That's what I want though.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna stop
For the
you
stuff I
from
want to
buying
do.
one. I guess it's just personal
Like,
preference.
check stock.
Sure, there's quality and all that stuff, but I guess in the end, it's just personal.
Well, except I don't
preference.
really like the screen design of the BlackBerry Storm 2. But I guess it's fine because I know what I'm getting inside this thing. It has all the apps I need and stuff that I actually want. And this... Well, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, like the BlackBerry Storm 2, you know how it's like a touch thing, but then you have to push down on the screen like it's a physical click on the screen to get it. So it's not necessarily a touchscreen, but it's still like a free-forming thing, and you can like click on it, and then you have to push down harder, which I wasn't really that used to with this BlackBerry. So yeah, but I still say that BlackBerry is probably the smartphone I would get for the uses I want.
Okay, we need to move on to
Instead
something
of an
else.
iPhone?
We've been on this
they're-
subject for like.
I'm
40
just saying
minutes.
they're a lot cheaper, but I like them more. So I just like them.
So, just last question to sum everything up. If you had to choose one phone, if you didn't have to pay any money for this phone, what would it be?
BlackBerry Storm 2.
I have got no idea. Probably the newest version of whatever. The next thing to come out. iPhone 4, is that the new thing?
iPhone
Yeah.
4S.
Okay, that's what I probably.
That's what I
think.
go for too. Okay.
Not
I'm
because
just
it's
saying
an
for the
iPhone,
uses I
but
want.
because the newest
If
thing.
I just like wanted it,
Welcome to BlackBerry do that the iPhone can't.
the financial stuff.
Isn't there an app for that?
Yeah, there's apps all over for that stuff because it's a business.
It's
cell
there's
phone.
an entire section. It's like
Yeah.
health or
Well, on the iPhone, isn't there apps for
medical
that?
or anything else.
Because aren't most
Yeah,
apps
but they
most
run
aren't
really slow
generally
on the iPhone.
apps like universal? Well,
Yeah, but
not
the-
all of them, but
But they run really slow on the iPad and iPhone for me for some reason. Like there's like the company that I buy my stocks with. Yeah, their app runs super slow, and I tried it on the BlackBerry. And it ran like, so yeah, BlackBerry is better at running that kind of stuff, and I can do all my stuff. How to eat poop.
how to eat poop and die?
How to eat poop property.
How to eat poor? Oh my gosh. Should I eat poop or drink pee? Yahoo answers. Okay, I gotta look at the answers for this.
Urine is sterile.
Okay,
No,
that's a
still
lie.
good.
That's a myth.
That's a myth.
Which one won't kill me? If I choose to eat poop, it will only be a little bit, but if I drink pee, it'll have to be a full cup. Actually, urine is sterile until it hits the ground or water or anything. You can drink it up to 4 times before all the water is out of it. If you are on deserted with no water anywhere, yeah, drink your urine. Poo will make you sick. See,
That's a myth.
only 2 votes, and one person said right, and one person said wrong. Yeah. Well, it also depends what the person ate. prior to
Yeah, if they already
how
have.
their body works.
Mm-hmm.
If they ate corn, I wouldn't. If they ate anything else, I wouldn't. So I wouldn't eat the poop. I wouldn't drink the pee. I wouldn't do anything. I'd just be like, screw you, and
Eat
run
the person.
away.
Just eat the person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys are stranded on an island.
I'd
Nothing
eat Zach.
With one bullet.
I'd put it through Zach's head and eat
Okay,
him.
so if you take
Okay.
one thing on an island with you, you
Then
have
you
all
can
the
starve to
you
death.
have all the food and water you need.
And then I'll pistol
To
whip
live.
Eric.
What's the
You only
one
have
thing
one
you can
bullet.
do?
I can pistol whip him, and then I can cut
Wanna
him
bring
open
it, Paul?
while he's alive.
Bring it, Paul. See if you can pistol whip me.
I'm just saying that if we were deserted, I would like
And all
kill
our
Zach first.
personalities
I'm sorry.
Completely changed. No, that's okay because I don't want to starve to death alone with you and Eric.
I'd just start swimming. If we were on an island, I'd just start swimming. I don't care. I just start swimming one direction until I get too tired and I die and I just finally go. Ooh.
That's why I'd eat Zach, and then I'd start swimming.
Okay, so back to my question. You have all the food and water you drink. You can live healthy and everything like that. If you ever get sick, it gets taken care of. You never get sick. What's the one thing that what would you take with you? If you could take one thing for entertainment or just fun, personal use.
Would we have an internet connection?
Yeah, anything you need.
I would take a boat.
Okay, you're in the middle of an ocean, out of the middle of nowhere.
And no gas. Stations. Anywhere near.
So, yeah, you'd run out of gas if you tried to go anywhere. But you could take a boat, but you could never leave. Like, that's the thing. Is
it's like a Lost. You could take a boat, but it always comes back.
Well, that's... Okay.
So, have you ever seen that? Like, they made a raft, and they went out, and they were gone for a little while, and then they came back to the
and
island.
all of a sudden they were, like, turned around and they thought it was a new island. And they were like, oh gosh, it's the same island.
What would I take? What'd you take? I'm still thinking.
I'd probably take something that would last me forever.
Like true love?
Like a PS3.
Oh, okay.
Because
It'll be outdated, like, in a couple of years, and then they'll shut down the system for it, and it'll be so
You'll be
bad.
able to read about it on the
And
internet,
you don't have
too.
any games. And you could have, wait, okay, let's add something. You could have a steady, if it needs something, you could have a steady supply of it whenever you need.
PS3 then, yeah. Wait, but then that rationalizes the boat one because he can get gas flowing out to him.
No, not, but it still doesn't matter. He always ends up back at the
Yeah,
island.
alright.
So he can just do that all he wants. and always
I'm
end
going
up
on a
back.
sail today, guys. Okay, see you back at dinner.
A boat
We'll be
would
having
pretty
you-
fun, though.
Yeah, about what else? An airplane.
So wait, we're all sharing an island. We're all sharing an island. And
Oh, I'd
we're
get.
friends and we don't kill each other.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
and,
I'd get an arsenal.
they can hear that when you do that, so watch out. Yeah, it's like berserk when that thing picks up. Like if you do this, it hears it. I hate it.
It's kind of like my headphones. They pick up when your wire moves also.
So we're all sharing an island. So Paul takes a PlayStation for us.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I would because you guys could pick up the loose ends.
Loose ends. I have a PlayStation?
No, we gotta compromise. Okay, Xbox. If we're gonna choose a system, we have to choose an Xbox.
Yeah, Halo. I like Halo.
Okay, I choose an airplane then.
That would be pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Because if you always come back, you wouldn't get lost.
I would choose. Oh wait, I already chose. Wait, no, because you guys chose again for me, and I don't really know if I want that anymore.
Okay.
Because
Well, let's just throw out some ideas. So Xbox, plane. And I'll choose some of the other ones. I think a car would be fun, like a dune buggy or something.
Depends
like
on
that.
how big the island is.
yeah, it's like
It's a pretty
8
big
feet
island.
around.
It's like 1 mile, like a 2 mile by 2 mile island.
Well, I'd like the powers of the guy on Just Cause 2.
Paul, that's not a material thing.
He has his little thing, and then he has his parachute that he can go whee, and then he goes.
Yeah, but you don't get those skills to be able to do that.
Oh,
You can practice.
First
yeah.
time he shoots it, he like latches onto some loose sand and like comes back and hits me in the face.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. We would have an internet connection though, right?
If you take a computer, then you would get an internet connection with it. But other than that, no. Or if you take something that connects to the internet, then yes.
Signal torches.
For what?
Signal.
Signaling what?
Aliens.
The island's like invisible.
Okay, never mind.
So we're all stranded on an invisible island in an endless sea. Let's see. I would bring superpowers and a ring to control the weather.
Why do I feel like shooting myself in the face when I'm around you guys?
I would bring her. That's not a phone. I would bring a director to make me movies.
Yeah.
To
Send
make
me
you
the
movies-
money. I'll just be here on the
To
island.
make movies
I want
of you
17%.
or make movies for you.
For me, like I'd have like a mailbox.
Why don't you just get a Netflix subscription?
Because Netflix is so expensive nowadays.
So
It's not like we have unlimited money. We're on a deserted island.
we have unlimited money, Paul.
Oh, okay.
Netflix subscription with a PS3. Netflix works way better on a PS3.
Oh, by the way, I looked that up. It does not. It's the same. The quality just works better on the PS3.
It goes a lot faster than your Xbox.
Well, yeah, it's because have you seen how far away my Xbox is to my PlayStation through 2 floors, and through a bunch of
Well,
walls.
mine's through 2 floors and a bunch of walls and one cement one.
Where's yours at? Is yours up by your computer?
Yeah.
That's not that far.
But you know the room that goes back there? There's a cement wall between it. And
The cement wall doesn't make a difference. It's just like the walls, and that's a piece of junk, by the way.
oh, you guys
See,
have quests.
if I had if I had like an Ethernet cable hooked up to it, it'd be like, and when I move it over there, it only takes like 3 minutes to load. if that.
So you'd
Oh,
bring
mine-
something other than that to the deserted island.
Mine,
Yeah.
mine
Like,
takes
which
like
one?
30 seconds.
Eat the poo poo on YouTube.com.
Look at it.
No.
We looked at worse.
God in hate speech against homosexuals.
Oh.
Okay, back to what we're taking.
I can't decide anymore.
I would
Oh.
take
No.
a phone so I could prank call everybody.
Can I take multiple things
No, Paul.
in a package? In a
One
little
thing.
package for me?
One thing, Paul.
Maserati. Gran Turismo MC.
I wonder how well that thing goes off road.
Pretty well, probably.
That's
I'd
sad.
bring a highway.
Thanks, Zach. You're a real hero.
So, Zach, you're bringing a plane.
Mhm.
That's what you decided on?
And Zach
I
can
think
bring
I
me
should
back
bring, like, a
pieces
dune-
of road.
A dune buggy, that'd be awesome. You can't get anywhere.
Zach.
Yeah, and we need a landing strip, so I better get a helicopter instead. An all-terrain helicopter.
No, that. What?
Okay.
What? It's in the air. There's no.
And then it
terrain.
transforms into a submarine.
I want a transformer.
That's what I'm bringing.
Do you guys have to be home at a certain time?
What time is it?
My mom said whatever.
4:50.
Why? What's up?
Nothing.
I just trying to figure out, yeah. Nothing.
My mom said whatever.
I don't know.
But okay. You didn't hear that?
What?
No, nobody heard that.
Yeah, we're in a radio station. We don't need to be home. We don't even. Moms let us do it. Work. This is work.
For me. And Zach. And
We're
Aaron.
making a work call right now.
If this
It's
got
work
professional and we
related
got
to work.
sponsored, that'd be the most phenomenal thing in the world.
Until our
Yeah,
sponsors
so-
start.
By the
If-
way, I'd get all the money.
On your deserted
Well,
island? No.
No,
We have
no,
to
because
make
it would help us because you could buy a Mac computer finally,
I
and
can
then
buy everything.
Yeah.
Phones. Not new phones.
phones would be nice.
Your business work plan. All this other
Dude,
stuff.
Comcast business class. It's like the fastest internet ever, I guess.
No, isn't there like that super duper internet stuff that's like,
My dad tried getting that, and it was like $300 a month.
yeah, it's like the
He's like,
business
I
connection.
can't deal with this way slow internet around here.
Then
I'm gonna
Tanner
try
could be
this."
our secretary.
You know what? That is totally plausible.
And we could have like a place where we'd all go after school, just like a little shack somewhere. Film
Up
our
in the,
podcast,
up
everything.
at the tip of a mountain. Wind blowing.
Here we are,
Mugs
in
of
the
coffee.
podcast place.
I think a dragon.
That would be awesome. What if the
I
dragon
just
kills
saw
you?
that Mystery Exile, and that looks like a dragon up there. So it's a dragon.
It's a phoenix, but same difference.
It's a dragon now. So I take a dragon.
I take one of those like a transformer that I can get in.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I said I wanted a helicopter that's all terrain, and then it transforms and goes in the water.
But I didn't.
Do
get
they
that
make
hot-
helicopters that land on water? I bet they do. Let
They
me
do.
look
No,
that
no,
up.
no.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
do.
they do. They put pontoons on them.
No, but this isn't one of those.
It's
the
different.
the flipper turns around
It's
and goes
like-
to the very back.
It's
so it
not
shoots.
a computer. It's not. It's on your desk.
It's different. We're making
It's
fun of
not an
Tanner.
iPad.
So I guess we should tell a story. Okay, so me and Tanner
Tanner's
are
the best.
somewhere, and we're driving somewhere, and Tanner's like, Tanner, he hasn't been on the podcast yet, but he's got the dumbest ideas. No offense, he always has ideas that have always already been come up with, and
And they need a really big budget.
yeah, and they're
He's
like,
got big
we
boy
should
budget
buy a roller
plans.
coaster for these little kiddie rides and stuff like that. It's phenomenal, actually. It's
Sometimes
amazing.
he doesn't see reality in.
And he's like,
He's in an alternate universe.
he's like,
kind of like the
Parallel
string
universe.
theorem.
he's like, how cool would school be if the desk had a computer in it? I was like, oh, kind of like a laptop. And he's like, no, totally different. Everything you take in it is in a little drive thing that you take and you insert into the desk. I was like a flash drive? And he's like, no, this is totally different, Eric. Why are you doing this? And I was like, because it's wouldn't it be easier to be a laptop? Because then you could take it wherever you wanted it, and it would. And you wouldn't need a flash drive. You just have it with you, or you could use a flash drive if you wanted. And he's like, "You're so stupid, Eric." And I was like, "No." It was. Were you there, Paul?
But When we were on the bus and you brought it up again, he tried to defend himself again, so I was there for that one.
It's totally different. It's in a
It's a
desk.
desk, and you carry it around with you.
And I was like, so a laptop would not be more effective. He's like, no. And he's like, and he's like, this has got a touchscreen on the desk. And I was like, you can buy a laptop with a touchscreen. And he's like,
Yeah, those netbooks.
yeah.
I'd like an iPad. That's
iPads weren't out yet.
They weren't out yet? How long ago was this?
The touchscreen computers have been out for a long time.
Dude, iPads have only come out within like the last 5 years.
Way less than 5 years.
Yeah,
like,
3 years.
No,
I thought
less.
this happened like a couple years.
The first one came out in 2008.
I thought you were telling a story from this year, so.
Oh no.
Okay.
2008. I'll just
I'm
Google-
pretty sure
I'll
it was
find
in
the exact
2008
date.
release date.
I'll find the exact date. When did the
No, it's completely different. It sits on a desk.
No, it is the desk.
It is the desk. It's a desk computer.
So it's a computer.
In my vision,
No.
the desk and the computer
gets-
are one.
And he gets mad at me because he'll come up with these ideas for video games or whatever. It'll be like, that's already been done. Or he'll be like, come up with a movie, idea for a movie. I was like, oh, like that one movie. And he's like, just wait till you meet him. We might bring him on. We might do another podcast later today. If we
Or
get a
we
chance.
might impersonate him. One of us will pretend like we have
Or we
Tanner's
can have him
voice,
as a
and you'll
guest
never know
guy
the
on
difference.
this one because this is going on for a long time. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't be the... Hold on, my dad just texted
January
me. I have to go.
2010.
So this was like way probably before.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you do? You-
Oh, nothing.
Oh.
But I think when I heard it, Eric said, so like an iPad because they had just come out.
And they were all the rage.
Which they still are all the rage, really.
Yeah, they are. That's what I was saying. They're great.
I thought Modern
I was
Warfare 3 was all the rage.
Nope.
Go ahead and keep talking.
So, I can't think of anything to talk about anymore, but I will think of it soon.
Let's talk about. Right. Oh, tell them what happened today when I opened the door.
Oh, what?
When I opened the door today. When you came up to my house and I opened the door.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tanner. Hey, Tanner.
So,
Hey, are you gonna come over and do the podcast?
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
we need you as a guest.
No.
Why not?
I can't understand you. You can't put it on speaker every time you talk.
You're not on speaker.
Well, I can't hear you.
Then how are you answering me?
Well, it's hard to hear you. You're like, sound like off in the distance.
So do you.
I can't do it right now.
Why not?
Because I'm at my grandparents' house, and then I'm gonna go to drums.
It took you 2.5 hours to mow their lawn.
What?
It took you an hour and a half to mow their lawn.
I had to do like rakes, and I had to rake a little bit, and I had to empty the bag a lot because of all the leaves and grass. So
So
stop complaining.
what time does band get over at?
Half an hour from, so around 6.
So around 6, huh?
Around
What
6.
time does it start at?
What?
What time does it start at?
5:30.
5:30. So are you still at your grandparents' ranch right now?
Yeah.
Hey, question real quick. You remember that desk idea you had?
Bye.
What?
Goodbye.
Why?
You're not on the podcast, dude.
Huh?
Never mind. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Paul, if you mention that, of course he's gonna think that you're on the podcast, Paul.
I think that's
Yeah, I think that's what he did.
Yeah, but still, you
But
don't
it
say
wasn't
that to
confirmed.
emphasize it. You get what I mean?
Tanner's like a
How'd you
stenographer
say
when
that?
we emphasize things.
Emphasize. There we go.
There we go.
Emphasize. Okay, so that's Tanner.
In summary.
We will end this podcast now, and if Tanner comes over later, we'll reconvene it.
So, I think, before we cut,
Okay.
I thought of a new name. Just 3 guys.
But what if there's 4 of us?
Then we'll be like, well,
Just 4 guys.
this is the Just 3 Guys podcast, but there
He's
is
a guest speaker.
Yeah, today.
Because Tanner
Just
really isn't.
3 guys.
I think it sounds
You
good.
know, I'm not gonna lie, but that sounds like the
Kinda
2
gay.
girls, 1 cup kind of thing, or the.
What?
Do you know what that is?
Yeah,
Do
and
you know what
that's
that is?
Sexual
Yeah.
innuendo.
Yeah, that's what it says, guys. Just 3 guys.
Oh,
I
never
bet
mind.
That's some porn name, gay porn thing.
Okay, No, we're not gonna name. Okay, what was the name that you thought of last podcast?
Teens View or something like that.
Just 3 guys. That's Mason, Caden,
And Chaz.
And but sometimes they have a guest.
Oh yeah, Riker.
Hi guys.
Okay, well, this is us. We're signing out.
Bye.
Peace.